Welcome to Save Every Universe. My name is Alec Garcia. I am a boozy boxer who hides Grandpa's old cough medicine in a soda bottle. Also with me on the show is Robbie. You may remember him from all previous 103 episodes.
Is this the part where I talk?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm Robbie. I am a creature who is tested on in a lab, but is actually part of an ancient race. And now I have to live with the shame of my father. But maybe I don't actually know the whole story.
Tasmanian devil. And with us today... Oh, who were you last week?
Dude, I actually forgot who I was last week. I gotta look at my notes. Do you remember who I was last week?
No.
Do you remember who you were last week?
Yeah, I was the Drifter from Destiny 2.
So I went back and listened to it and did get it.
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Golden
like
Gun
a
thing...
carnival guy who...
The Golden Gun thing,
yeah,
made me
the man
think
with
of...
the Golden Gun.
I just kept thinking... I couldn't get James Bond out of my head. Let me look this up. I don't actually know who I was. I'm not
what
ready.
the fuck we're doing today.
No.
Obviously.
And with us today we have Dave.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
So I get to go before Robbie?
Yeah, he'll
Wait, I remember now. I looked at my notes. I didn't actually remember. I was Link from Ocarina of Time.
Oh, yeah. Well, I finally got a fairy.
Yeah. That's it. And we also have Dave here.
Hi. I'm a privateer turned pirate who inadvertently gets caught up in the fight against the Templar Order. As I swashbuckle my way around the Caribbean Sea, I have plenty of time to ponder. What do you do with a drunken sailor?
That's a good one.
That's good.
I think, unless that one's tricky, I think I know what that is.
It's Grover.
I'm James Bond. Yeah, Grover.
Grover Bond.
Is that Cookie Monster?
I don't know who that was.
You don't watch enough Sesame
I've been
Street,
watching a
right?
lot of Sesame Street, but apparently not.
Or
enough.
Yoda. It sounded kind of Yoda.
It did. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Bond. James Bond.
No, James. Bond James.
Oh, yeah, you got to flip it.
Backwards,
That's right, yeah. That's pretty good.
Well, I think that's it for today, isn't it? Or
Today we're talking about video games as drinking games. I'm just going to
Yeah.
throw it out there, because otherwise it would take a very long time for us to get there. I think.
yeah, so this is a goofy topic that actually came up a while ago when we did drinking in video games.
Which was like, alcohol in video games. Like
Yeah.
characters getting drunk and that kind of thing.
And so, as I was researching that, I started finding all these ridiculous video game drinking games.
Most of them themed around Nintendo games, like Mario Party. People
Yeah.
like turned it into a drinking game, or Mario Kart. Or stuff like
Smash
that.
Brothers.
But when I was on
Yeah.
Reddit, I found some really good alternatives to other games. Before we get into that, though, we invited our local alcohol expert who demanded to be on the
I
episode.
did not demand.
I think he was drunk when we were talking to each other. Yeah?
Yeah, I was.
I think you just want to do the Lenny impression. Is that
Lenny!
all right, so before we get into
Well,
drinking
see you guys later. No, I'm just kidding.
as video games, we should talk a little bit. Let's just go back to Red Dead 2 for a second and talk about drinking in RDR 2.
Yeah.
Because we didn't our episode was before that game came out. I wanted to drink heavily while playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Was I the only one who got
It's such a part of the
No.
Wild West, man. Like, you have to, I was looking up, all drinking related stuff, and it was, basically a pile of characters from Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, and from GTA 5. All those Rockstar games, dude, anything that's, crime and badass is, it's very connected to alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about Irish in the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah, always drunk.
yeah.
And this one, I mean, I don't even like whiskey that much, but
You're a
that's
cider
all I
man.
wanted. I'm a cider man.
Yeah.
All I wanted to do was just drink whiskey.
Yeah.
Anytime I bellied up to the bar.
Give me a whiskey.
Every time I found a bottle of Kentucky bourbon, I was like,
Yeah, I chug.
God damn, I want to drink a bottle of bourbon. I've never drank a bottle of bourbon in real life.
It refilled your focus, right? In
Yeah?
RDR2?
Deadeye.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Deadeye.
Deadeye.
You're Deadeye. Yeah.
I chugged the shit out of that. Dude.
Yeah.
And was always finding myself wanting to reach. I do like whiskey and bourbon.
Yeah.
Not
I do-
scotch as much, but
I do now, but
Do
I'm
you?
mostly a Scotch guy. Kind
Yeah.
of. I don't know. I switch a lot.
Thanks, Lo. And back from our local alcohol expert.
okay. What about the other?
Now to Dave. I drink a lot. Thanks, Dave.
There was
Back to the studio.
I talked about in one
Back
of
to you.
our past episodes about the sound.
It gonna rain. Yeah. It's a Family Guy reference.
Space weather.
The sound also always made me want to drink.
Yeah.
Because you actually like the sound of it drinking and the bottle. I've also never finished a bottle of booze and smashed it. He just threw it around everywhere. There was glass everywhere in the Wild West.
Yeah.
Have we
That's how you would do it, right? You'd polish the bottle riding a horse and just toss it off into the woods.
No,
Why not?
never done that in real life, I'd say. Yeah.
No?
No.
I was hoping you'd be...
Littering is not good.
Well,
It was okay back then, though. It was
no
a
one
different
had
Back
concept
then,
of littering.
you know.
We didn't have 30 years of this GD government propaganda telling us not to ruin the earth.
Nope, the only time I ever broke a bottle is when it fell off the counter.
Really? And
Yeah.
it probably had a bunch of liquor in it.
It did, and that's what's called alcohol abuse.
Dude.
Oh my god.
So, moving to personal experiences of drinking while gaming.
Yeah.
I think I only really have a couple, right? Like, there was one time in college that me and a roommate, I don't think you were totally involved in it. You more just, like, took care of us idiots who were drinking a lot. We played Tony Hawk Pro
No,
Skater.
that was you and me.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you could hold your liquor.
I can hold my liquor.
Yeah, and I
You
definitely
could not.
could not. Yeah, that's
That's why you remember me taking care of you, because you
were
were fall down drunk and I was
Yeah.
just somewhat drunk.
Yeah. And that was like the only time I ever actually got like shitty drunk in college, like the whole time ever. We played Tony Hawk Pro Skater and had one bottle of what was it?
It was
Captain Morgan's
Captain
spiced
Morgan's
rum.
private stock.
Oh, private
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, we were like passing back and forth and slugging it out of the bottle,
And I don't
just
know,
drinking.
Did we have a
and
game,
playing
or was it
Tony
like the loser? We were playing like horse or something in Tony Hawk, and like loser had to take a shot or something.
Yeah, and then it escalated to just passing the bottle back and forth. It was like, drink it while you're grinding.
Yeah,
you,
that's right. It did.
you coward! You're just scared to drink while you're grinding. It just like like quickly disintegrated.
I can't
into
believe I
just
forgot about that.
madness.
You
Yeah.
got really. You were in a bad way.
Yeah.
Have you?
I think that was like the only time though I've ever like sat down and it was like a drinking game surrounded, like revolving around a video game. Like other than that, it's just like having a beer while I'm playing with friends or whatever kind of thing. You know?
I don't know that. I had actually completely forgotten about that.
Yeah.
We did get. That was like a drinking game.
We didn't
while-
intend like let's turn Tony Hawk into a drinking
No,
game,
we
but we
did
just
not.
sat down and it
It turned into
slowly
this
evolved.
prideful, like, I don't know what happened. Okay, we were young
yeah.
and prideful. I think I even tried to stop and throw it so you would stop drinking, because
Yeah.
you were like, couldn't get up.
So
It was screaming at the television screen.
It got to the point. See, it wasn't like so drunk that I can't remember it, but it got to a point where I was like, my vision was starting to like blur, and I was like, "That's bullshit! You're getting double points because there's two of your guy on the screen." And it was like this full on like,
That's right.
it was bad.
It was.
and it was like, yeah, that was the.
You know what, though? The game legitimately glitched at one point.
Yeah.
And then you felt like so vindicated.
I was like, see,
Because you were already seeing
you've been
double, I
cheating me
think.
the whole time.
Yeah. And you acted like I was somehow responsible.
yeah.
But I was pretty drunk. I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't able to go into the code and alter the game so that I could win.
Right.
That's what you would have me believe.
So,
anyhow.
do you guys drink while gaming normally or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was pretty quick
In
to
the
answer
evening.
that.
In the evening, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, in the evening. I mean,
What are
but
we
usually
talking?
it's...
Never hard liquor. I almost never drink hard liquor unless I'm with you.
Why do you say it like that?
But I'll have like
You're an enabler.
I'll have a beer, perhaps a glass of wine. Oh, the one other memory I have of drinking while gaming was from college. Is I sipped a very tasteful rosé during like the 1 week I played World of Warcraft. Those are my two drinking
Did you
gaming
really?
memories from college. Yeah, I went
my
to the
God.
store and I was like, I'm gonna try rosé, and then I went.
I'm an adult now.
And I played some World of Warcraft. And I was
That's
like,
funny.
this is definitely not for me. The rosé or the World of Warcraft.
You've never liked either one ever since.
I've never looked back ever since. Yeah.
That's funny. You normally drink while playing?
Yeah, I mean, I'll have a couple of ciders and stuff, or, take some shots from the bourbon bottle now that I seem to have all the time after Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, I can remember me in college in Portales going to Walmart and getting Boone's Farm strawberry
Oh,
wine because it was
nasty.
cheap.
Yeah.
Gross.
And getting very drunk on that and trying to play Left 4 Dead.
Oh, really?
Oh, that would
and
be a good
was,
one,
I mean,
actually.
you're just looking at the ground spinning in a circle because someone's just... Yeah.
That would be actually a really fun one because it's like the escalating survival thing, right?
Right, yeah.
And if you went down, you had to, that would actually be pretty.
But
fun.
I mean,
But not as a game.
no, not as a game. I don't see how it could be enjoyable. You're all playing, and you say, okay, so and so says something, and everyone takes a shot. Well, you're playing, and it's like, oh, pause, everyone take a shot. You know, like that would be a horrible experience.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like say take for example Halo, like I was saying to you, take a shot every time you headshot a grunt. Well, I would be completely trashed by the time the
Yeah.
firch checkpoint popped up.
Because
You know
you're
what I mean?
such a
Just
great shot. We
no,
get it.
I am not
You
a great shot. Thanks, Robbie.
But that's how most of these
Give me
games
a
are. Is
complex.
like drinking games. It's like if you die, you drink. That's pretty much the gist of almost
Yeah.
all of them.
Right.
But the one you found, the Mario Kart one, that one actually sounded pretty. That
That's
was
a
a little
pretty
more
popular
clever.
one.
Like you had to
Yeah.
like come to a complete stop, and before you could
So,
drink,
y-
and you had to
yeah.
finish your drink before the 3 laps was up or whatever.
Right, and
Yeah.
I even found like house rule variants.
Yeah.
Because everybody would just slam their drinks and then race. So they would actually do you actually have to space it out over 3 laps or whatever. Like there was all these house rules
Yeah.
and all these crazy. I mean, some people have really gotten into this. Some people are just like, oh, if you die, you drink. There was a
Yeah.
lot of things like that.
Yeah, which is kind of just. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess a lot of that stuff exists like on TV shows. It's like if
Yeah.
they say this, you drink, and it's like, I guess it's not that creative though. The Mario
No.
Kart one was much more interesting. I
Did
think.
you? I found a couple good ones. You played Skyrim, right?
yes.
Okay, so I didn't play very much Skyrim, but we'll see if I can remember enough of the rules. There was this rule where like anytime an NPC badmouthed your abilities, you took a shot.
Right.
And if you were already Grandmaster or leader of the Thieves Guild or whatever, you took 2 shots. And if you
Right.
cut him down where he stood, you had to take 3 shots. There was another part of this game also had like if you're going through a dungeon and get stuck in the trap, a trap,
Yeah.
you have to drink until you get your dumbass out of the trap. That's what they said. You'd like, and it had like, so the way they set this up was like, you had Fireball, you had beer, and you had vodka. And depending on what happened, it changed what you were supposed to drink. So another one was if you find a dragon and it attacks you first, you have to take a shot. If it's a fireball, you
See,
have
that's
to
pretty
take
clever, 'cause
fireball.
you kind of like add the RPG like
Yeah.
multi-dimensional things
Yeah.
to the choices.
if you
of the
if you're
drinking. That's
attacked
kinda
with
interesting.
ice, it's vodka.
Yeah.
There was another one where like if you don't chant the what's the hoorah jo, there's some ability where you
Fusto Raw.
fusto ra. If you don't say it aloud while playing, you have
Okay,
to
I
drink,
get that
you
one.
have to do
Yeah.
a shot. Like it was like all these. It went a little bit more above and beyond than just. So I imagine somebody sitting at their desk alone, yelling things like, "What is it?" Can you give us a demonstration? Please?
No, I can't because I haven't played it in a while.
What is it? Fuso Ra?
Fusto Raw?
Do re mi
Yeah.
faso.
A deer, a female
That's
deer.
it.
I just tried to imagine like you sitting alone in your house being like,
Just
Fuso
yelling.
Ra!
Right?
Um,
Just yelling at that screen
Yeah.
every time.
so anyways, those types of games are a lot more clever.
Yeah.
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 There was another one with Civilization that like included drinking and eating because hangovers are the worst. It had a thing like if Gandhi ever talks shit, take 2 shots because fuck that guy. Like, it had all kinds of like ridiculous. It was like if you advance through the medieval age, drink a beer or pour some malted liquor on the floor, something like that. It was like there's some really fun
Yeah.
like ideas.
Yeah.
Though I don't know, like single player games,
Yeah.
I don't know that I would turn into like a drinking game because I would probably just drink.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. You just drink while you're playing, and when you can't play anymore, I guess you're done. You know.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait until like that Red Dead Redemption one. You know, like Dutch starts ranting. Well, guess what? You're gonna
Drink
be
a
pretty
lot.
drunk. Yeah. Or every time Arthur says, "I don't know."
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
You know?
there were some good ones. We'll go through some on that list.
Yeah,
'cause
let's
there was
see.
some. Dave found it
Arthur
pretty good.
smashes through a door. Every single time I walked into a place, it was like I ran into it and the door broke, you know, and so, you know, well, the gunsmith compliments your weapon's cleanliness. Yep.
Me personally, I got that all the time.
You want to shoot Micah. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. You see a double rainbow. I never saw a double rainbow.
I didn't either.
Oh, really?
Did you
That's
see
in the
Double
game?
Rainbow?
Huh.
Yeah.
No, I never saw it.
Yeah.
You squash a rabbit or a chipmunk with your horse.
Oh, that's
All the time.
actually pretty
Yeah.
good. I would go out of my way to do that.
You witness animals attacking the trapper.
Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I was walking up to the trapper to go talk to him, and
Oh, the actual-
a bear came out of nowhere.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh no, I guess I
The
didn't see
actual
that.
trapper, and you know
Yeah.
what? He killed that bear.
Yeah, yeah.
Did he really?
He did.
That's
He
pretty
did.
What does he
cool.
use? A knife?
I honestly, I think I was freaking out too much and running around and being like, "Caitlin, look at this!" You know, I don't see how it happened, but maybe it
You know
glitched
he got a
out.
perfect pelt. He'd have to.
Yeah,
He probably like got a perfect shot or stabbed it in the one
Right?
vital
He's a
spot.
trapper.
I mean,
that guy.
he's a pro.
Yeah.
Your horse crashes into a rock. Bad.
That makes you want to drink.
It
for
does.
sure. Yeah.
Some of the things on this list I would have gladly volunteered for.
Or possibly coming across the kidnapped lady or the snake bite guy.
The snake bite guy.
That's your
He
favorite
makes
guy.
me want to drink
He's-
too.
oh, yeah.
He shamed
Yeah.
me publicly.
Well, after what
and
you did.
there's nothing left to do.
I know.
But go to a bar and get drunk. I
After
guess.
I'm surprised you're sober
No
right
one,
now.
no one
Right?
thinks I'm
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
good. You know.
Suck me off guy.
The one I liked off that list was that every time you try and hit your horse and can't. That was, I think, on there.
Maybe you
Or, you know what? I read. Maybe I
I
read
never
different
tried
one.
to punch my horse. Is that a thing? Can you do that? Hit
Yeah.
your horse.
Yeah, you
No,
can.
hitch,
You can.
not hit.
Oh, hitch. Yeah, every time you try to hit your horse, but you can't.
I heard.
hitch.
Well,
Hitch.
I heard a lot of people saying that they like accidentally punch
You can.
people
Yeah.
trying to like
well,
start.
you can punch your horse too.
Really?
Yeah, I've
Does it
seen
take
a
off?
lot no, he kicks you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he kicks you. If you slap
That's
it
fair.
in the back, he'll kick
That's a
you.
thing, right? In the Wild
It
West,
is, yeah,
getting in
sure.
a punching match with a
Modern
horse.
horses don't do that.
No.
They're too
no.
refined in culture.
Very refined.
The other one was
They
every time you
bred
try
out
and pick.
the fist fight instinct a long time ago.
I think the other one was every time you try and pick up cigarettes but can't.
And you can't. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
There was weird. It made me feel better reading that drinking game just because there was some frustrating mechanics at times that I thought was just me, but
Yeah.
No, it was everybody.
it drove everybody to drinking. You had a pretty good list too that you looked up.
No, I didn't. These are boozy characters in case we ran out of things to
No,
talk
you
about.
sent me that article.
Oh yeah,
Did
no.
you not actually read the article you sent
No,
me?
I did, and that was my point. So the Mario Kart one was good.
Yeah.
The new Super Mario Brothers one was good. This was on BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
Where it was like anytime you popped a bubble or something like that, you had to drink and that kind of
Anytime
thing.
you accidentally got one of your teammates
But
killed.
most of them were like, if you die, you drink. Which, if I have a beer or something and I'm playing at night, that's what I do anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, you chug it.
Right? Yeah.
'Cause it's gonna
I mean,
get
I don't
warm.
chug one, but
I liked the Smash Brothers
Yeah.
one where
I'll sip a beer.
you
Like,
have
I'm
to
like,
chug your
damn it.
beer as long as you're on the respawn platform.
Oh, yeah,
like, you
yeah,
gotta drink,
yeah.
drink.
See, okay, but that one I take issue with, right? The Mario Kart one is like you finish the 3 laps and the beer must be empty by the time the thing is done.
Yeah.
You could easily just cheat, like, right? If you wanted to just like keep your performance high and go undefeated, you could easily cheat the system and not actually chug the beer on the platform.
What do you mean?
You know what I'm saying? There's no who's keeping track of that. It's
That's
just
why
on
you
the
drink
honor
beer in
system.
bottles so they can see
Yeah,
who's.
it's in a
I
bottle.
guess, yeah. Who drinks beer in bottles anymore? It's all about the cans, brothers.
Don't be a hipster.
Hey,
Everybody drinks
I
beer out
pour
of
my
bottles.
beer into glasses. Come on.
Hey, see, that's the way to do it, actually.
Yeah.
But a lot of them have switched over from bottles to cans.
Have
right?
they?
Not that
Yeah,
that's
they
what
have.
this
They have.
episode's about, but
I'm not really a
yeah,
beer guy.
it actually helps.
I also
Listen,
drink cider.
I am
say
the
it-
alcohol expert.
They
No, I'm
say
just
it
kidding.
helps keep the light out of the bottle,
That's
and
exactly
so
what
it
it is.
actually is more stable
Really?
if you drink it out. Yeah, that's why they've made the switch to
So your
cans.
beer doesn't get skunked.
See,
Too skunky.
see,
Too skunky.
Yeah, yeah.
like Heineken, dude. This episode
Heineken.
proudly sponsored by Heineken. No,
Wait, I thought you said Heineken is skunky?
it is skunky.
And
Then why
Corona.
would they sponsor us when we're revealing
It's
their
the
dark
skunkiest
secret?
beer in town. This episode.
Because everybody knows it already. So.
Yeah.
What do you think? You think they have a skunk as like their mascot?
So I'm just saying, if you were
They should.
yeah, that would be awesome. A Belgian skunk.
I
Are
was
they
gonna
Belgians?
say,
No,
yeah.
are they from the Netherlands?
No, they're
They're Belgian.
No,
Amsterdam. They
Amsterdam.
have Amsterdam on
Yeah,
it,
there
so
you go.
that's
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
yeah, yeah.
A Netherlands skunk.
I wasn't good at.
Keep up on your geography.
You Netherlands skunk. More
You
people-
Netherlands skunk.
More people should
I
say
shall
that.
cut your nose from your face.
That's good.
That's a European insult, right?
Sure.
We have people.
Yeah, you have to take off your gloves as you do it and slap. You Netherlands skunk. I'd cut your nose off to spite your face.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I went to Amsterdam. I think they said that all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's talk about the time that we made Jimmy drink heavily so he could be on at my bachelor party. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, actually, drinking and Halo have a long in our circle anyway.
Yeah.
Doing Halo lands and drinking. It was never done as a drinking game. It just slowly escalated into drunkenness and screaming and controllers throwing and.
Well, yeah, I mean that's definitely true. But at my bachelor party, so one of Jimmy's good friends was also like a serious Halo player.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't let them be on the same team because the rest of us were just pretty casual.
Yeah.
So I told Jimmy he could only be on his team if he was drunk. And so he turned it into his own drinking game. He was like pounding shots in between kills.
Yeah.
It went badly for him.
Yeah.
I think he hit the golden spot where he could be on his buddy's team for like one round. He was just puking his guts out the rest of the night.
Yeah, that golden spot is short-lived no matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the downside of these drinking games. It seems like You're putting them away quick.
Yeah. I think that's my biggest thing. Like, if you're gonna just like, I like sipping beer and playing for a while. But if I'm gonna play till like 10 or midnight one night, like, I'm not gonna pound beer and be too shitty by like 9 o'clock to like do anything. You know?
See, a lot of these things I was saying, they're like, oh, take a sip if someone does something.
Yeah.
I don't want to drink my beer in a sip. Sorry, but if I'm drinking a beer, I'm quenched.
What the hell is a sip,
Thirst.
right?
Quench
Take a drink.
thirst.
What is
A
this?
drink.
Who's
Take a
sipping?
drink. Yeah,
Who's
who
sipping
sips?
beer?
Who
I
sips
put
a
it-
shot? You know.
Yeah.
I put it in my teacup.
If it's really good
Right.
tequila, I'll do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I'll sip on some tequila a little bit.
There's no such thing.
But who's sipping beer?
There you go, Robbie. Yeah, no such thing.
See, the expert says no such thing as good
You
tequila.
pound scotch, like a really good scotch, you're not gonna kind of just sip on it?
You know,
He's thirsty. He needs to be quenched. Didn't you hear him?
I had a very expensive bottle of scotch one time my dad gave me
Yeah.
as a Christmas present, and he said, you better make this last a long time, and it didn't. So, yeah, I mean, but I'm not really drinking scotch anymore these days,
Yeah.
because I ended up getting very sick on scotch one time, and now,
Yeah.
I mean, ugh.
That's how Alec feels about private stock.
Oh,
He
I
used
yeah.
still
not-
can't touch it.
No,
That's how sick I
dude.
got. Yeah.
I remember when we would go through the store, if we were like at the grocery store together, he would like avoid it. He like couldn't even walk by it. He'd be like, oh, just looking at.
Just look at the bottle and just like
I think,
smell
I
it.
think everybody's been there. Yeah, you definitely smell it.
Yeah.
But
I actually have not done that. I haven't drank something so much that I got to that point of sick. And
Yeah.
that is
Actually, I don't know that I've.
an achievement.
Have I hurled? Have I drank so much I hurled? I don't think so.
I don't know.
You'd be the only one to tell us the
I don't.
truth.
Well, unless I was so drunk that I don't remember. No, I don't think I have. I don't think I have. So I don't have any of those. I mean, I've been like stumbling, can't stand up drunk, but I never.
Yeah.
I normally feel really good the next day.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a horrible thing.
Yeah, it is.
Do you do the wet socks? Put on cold wet socks
No.
when you go to bed and it
No.
prevents you from getting a
I
hangover.
just chug a big old glass of water.
Yeah, I was
Come
gonna
on.
say I typically drink a lot of water and
And
pee
then
a
nice
lot.
cold socks. Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
the
obviously.
socks.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
socks.
and then I put hay on my brow as I sleep. That's a Netherlands tradition.
exactly.
I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did that skunk tell you?
Yeah, skunk.
Yeah.
A skunk
that
in Amsterdam
Netherlands
told
skunk.
me. Yeah, I believed
He
him.
popped out of the bottle and he was like, "Put the cold socks on your feet."
No, I think that's American.
I think that's when you go to a different place in Amsterdam. The skunk pops out and tells you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not.
It's a different kind of bar. Yeah.
It was fine though, and I got some great life advice while I was there.
We're talking about drugs.
We don't have our drug expert on.
No, we don't.
We'll have to ask her on.
Thank you for listening to Say That.
Now I'm intrigued.
Who's our drug expert?
I don't know. I just didn't want to be like gender specific.
You could have said it.
Is that
sounds
more
weird.
offensive?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Who? What kind of person are we hanging out with?
I don't know.
All right, you can end the episode. That's fine.
Seems like a really funny clip.
That would be a really funny cliffhanger.
Thank you for listening to Save Every Universe. If you enjoyed this episode, I don't know how you could have, but if you did, share us with a friend. And if you'd like to support us financially, you may do so at patreon.com/Save Every Universe. Over to you, Robbie.
Even though it's a couple days late at this point, happy
Oh, yeah.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Not that we're saying that you had to drink heavily on St. Patrick's Day.
I gave up alcohol for Lent, dude, so it's going to be dry St. Patty's.
I did not, and I shall be drinking heavily on St. Patrick's Day. So for those of you that did partake or didn't, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Is that why Lent was invented? To keep people from drinking on St. Patrick's Day?
No.
Oh. I'm not Catholic, I don't know.
Yeah,
Over to
I
you,
don't know
Dave.
Make sure you have a Guinness on St. Patrick's Day. That's what I do. And I don't drink it any other time of the year.
It's because it's not worth drinking any other time of the year.
It's good when you're there, but not when you're home. And don't drink and drive.